The United States is known for its diverse landscapes. From the driest, hottest deserts to the lushest, rain-soaked forests, this country's climate extremes shape its beauty and the way of life for those who live there. Today, we'll be taking a closer look at the weather extremes of America, where blazing heat meets endless rainfall. Our journey starts in the heart of the desert, Arizona, a state known for its scorching temperatures and arid landscapes. The Sonoran Desert, home to the towering saguaro cactus, is one of the hottest and driest places in the United States. With less than 3 inches of rainfall in some areas each year, water is a precious resource, and life here has adapted to survive in these harsh conditions. Here, the desert comes alive at night. Creatures like coyotes and jackrabbits come out to hunt, taking advantage of the cooler temperatures. If you've ever driven through the deserts of Arizona, you know the vastness of the land and how the sun seems to dominate everything. But despite the extreme heat, people are drawn to its unique beauty. If you're as intrigued by these weather extremes as we are, you might want to stick around and maybe hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next exploration. In the desert, survival is all about adaptation. The plants and animals here have developed ingenious ways to thrive. The saguaro cactus, for example, can store thousands of gallons of water after a rare rainstorm, keeping it hydrated for months. Many animals, like the sidewinder rattlesnake, are nocturnal, only coming out after dark to avoid the searing heat of the day. And if you think that's fascinating, imagine the extremes these creatures endure daily. It's no wonder that the desert landscape seems to have a life of its own, despite the lack of rain. Now, let's travel to the opposite end of the climate spectrum, the rain-soaked forests of Washington state. The Hoh Rainforest, nestled within Olympic National Park, is one of the wettest places in the continental U.S., receiving up to 14 feet of rain annually. Here, water is life. The constant rain feeds the rivers and streams that flow through this dense, green paradise. It's a stark contrast to the dryness of Arizona, and it's hard to believe that such different climates can exist within the same country. If you love nature, the Hoh Rainforest offers an unparalleled experience. Whether it's the sound of raindrops falling on leaves or the sight of towering trees covered in moss, there's something almost magical about this place. And if you're as captivated by these unique destinations as we are, you'll want to subscribe so you can continue this journey with us. The relentless rain in Washington's rainforests doesn't just make the landscape green, it's the lifeblood of the entire ecosystem. In the Hoh Rainforest, every inch of ground is covered in vibrant mosses and ferns, nourished by the seemingly never-ending downpour. Waterfalls carve through the rocks, creating serene yet powerful displays of nature's beauty. In contrast to the arid deserts, where every drop of water is precious, this rainforest is constantly saturated, creating a completely different type of ecosystem. The beauty here is in the details, the way the rain brings life to the smallest plant, the sound of water rushing through the forest. It's a completely different experience than the vast dryness of the desert. So, how do these two extreme climates compare? In Arizona's deserts, survival means adapting to a lack of water and extreme heat. In Washington's rainforests, life thrives on an abundance of rain and moderate temperatures. These two regions couldn't be more different, yet both are essential parts of America's diverse natural landscape. The contrast between these environments is striking. In one, the air is dry, the ground is cracked, and life is hard-fought. In the other, water is plentiful, the air is cool, and the land is covered in green. Despite their differences, both regions offer something unique for travelers and adventurers. Of course, these weather extremes don't just shape the landscapes, they shape the people who live in them, too. In Arizona, locals know how to manage the heat, from wearing protective clothing to staying hydrated. In Washington, you'll rarely see someone without a raincoat, as the rain is a constant part of life. In these places, climate isn't just a backdrop, it's a way of life. And the people who live here have learned to adapt to the challenges their environments bring. Whether it's navigating the desert's scorching heat or finding beauty in Washington's constant rain, people in these extreme climates have developed unique ways of life. And if you're curious about how weather shapes life across America, be sure to subscribe for more fascinating explorations.